Hello everyone! I am back! It's been almost 2 years since I've last posted a video. The game has changed, there's a lot of new stuff. We got introduced to a whole new developer first off, content creator packs, DLCs, asset mods, and a bunch of updates that made the game both better in-game and also performance-wise. So it almost feels like a completely different game, and therefore I'm gonna start with a new city. I don't know how many people will watch this video, but I feel like some might recognize this little face. Because for the last couple of months I've been creating some assets for the game, and recently I've just completed some European corner buildings. Namely these ones. They are already at the front page, so that's cool. Ever since the game got released, I wanted to create an European city. But the problem was that the assets that came with the game, the European assets that came with the game, weren't really my cup of tea. And the zoning system being grid-based and only having 90-degree corner buildings really wasn't something I was happy about. So that's why I started with American cities only, because realistically it was the only thing you could build. Now we have the French creator pack. Is it called creator pack? Or content creator pack? Is this? Let me just look this up real quick. Region pack. Yeah, the French pack. It's just called French pack. Okay, yeah. We got the French pack, German pack, the British or English British pack. I don't know. The Dutch pack, and it's just, we have so much more variety with attractive assets. Yeah, that's why I made these kind of irregular corner buildings, because let's face it, if you look at a map of some European old towns, not every building will be 90 degrees. So I basically made this pack not just for the community, but also for myself, to be quite frank, you know, some egoistic reasons. Also, by the way, I am out of practice talking to myself, so it might take a little while before I get this confidence back and this energy back. So I just wanted to give you this warning that in the end I might sound not this energetic, and a little bit tired. But I'm gonna try my best to keep up the momentum. Let's create a new game. I've already chosen a map. It's this one, this Canton Valley by... I forgot who made this, but you can see it here now. I'm just gonna call this one the Yetful County, or Yetful Valley. And also I'm gonna go with the unlock all and unlimited money and unlock all map tiles, because I kind of want this to be a painted city, more or less. You know, I don't want to play the game like it's intended to. I want it to build like a realistic European city, or at least as realistic as I can make it right now. Let's just start the game and start with some basics. I've already sketched out kind of a layout for the city center, but it's just a rough sketch, so I'll just go with the flow and see what happens. I also kind of scouted this map. I think this spot right here is perfect for the city center because, you know, two rivers merge, which is always a good spot to build a city. And also I like that the roads come from different directions here. I'm not gonna leave them like that. I'm also gonna get rid of this these train tracks. And yeah, so before I start to build something, I'm gonna start by deleting most of the streets. Alright, okay. And now I'm just gonna draw them again. I'm gonna go with the 2-lane roads for now. I will probably upgrade them later, but for now I just want to focus on building the city center. I want to build the city like it would have been built in real life, you know, like, I mean, this is kind of an impossible task because European cities have been evolving for thousands of years, basically. I'm gonna base this city on cities that I am familiar with, and I live in Vienna, so that's gonna be a huge influence. Also gonna look at cities like Munich and smaller cities like Graz and Brno. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but you know, like the pre-Alps, Austro-Bavarian, Habsburg cities. That's something I'm familiar with. But I'm also wanna sprinkle in some more northern European city styles like Copenhagen, Stockholm, and Helsinki, because I've been to all these cities and I really like their layout and how they feel. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Size-wise, I try to aim for a city that has about 300,000-ish people living in it. So that's basically the size that Graz and Brno has. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Brno.
Anyways, let's start with the first thing that is even there before there's a city, and that's the roads. So I'm actually gonna use this road because it's a nice road and it's leading up to this road. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Let's have this and just get this straight, and actually not straight. Let's curve this in here a little bit and then have it go over here. I'm probably gonna erase that in the future. For now, this should do. And it already says that it's in the water. Oh no. Let's erase it now. I'm just gonna connect it like this for now. Like in the beginning, I'm gonna have a sloppy start. I just want to focus on the city center, to be honest. And then let's have this road. Why is it doing this little weird S here? There's no reason for that, other than maybe saving this tree. But yeah, I'm just gonna use this bridge. Let's have this go straight like this. Is there a connection? Yeah, here it is. Okay. All right, so we have two roads that meet, and that's the starting point, basically. I think I want to shift this road down a little bit because it's really close to this river, and I feel like you wouldn't build a road this close to the river because of the flooding. So let's try this again. Maybe let's start from this side. Third time is the charm. I'm gonna delete this again and build a new one because I went a little bit too low this time. Something like that. And I want this one to be a little bit more interesting than just having this almost straight line. Now the thing is with European old towns, they look quite willy-nilly sometimes, and these willy-nilly curves and quirks had their purpose, you know? So I don't want to do too much curves and weirdness, because I think if it looks like too squiggly, it doesn't look realistic. But also too straight and parallel is also not realistic. So I'm gonna try my best to find the sweet spot. But having this little curve in here might make sense. Maybe there was something back then that had to be avoided a little bit, you know? Looking at my sketch, I made something I really like, namely made something like this, coming from this, and then having this road kind of go back to here and maybe connect with this one in the future, and having this one maybe go around this, connecting to, I don't know, some other city back there, and this one with cities back there, and that's like kind of the meeting point. And that's where you'd want to build a city, you know? And the centerpiece of almost every city in Europe is a church. And I'm so happy that we have a couple of different churches to choose from. And I chose... Where is it? Where is this church? Is it in here? Nope. Is it in here? Yes, here it is. The Gothic Revival Church, made by Titan. It's just a gorgeous church. It's not the biggest one, but the churches back then kind of grew with the city. And if the first church didn't have any space to grow, you just build a new one, and I think that's what happens to our city. So I'm not gonna sweat it too much. As of right now, there aren't really any cathedrals that I want to use. We have the St. Paul's Cathedral, but I wouldn't put this in the city center. It's a gorgeous piece, and I'm probably gonna use it, but probably in the future. We also have this Jacobi Church, also made by Mac Welshman, who does some really, really gorgeous work. This one, I also like this one, but it looks too modern in a way. And this one is looks kind of like a regular church. I don't know. I just like this one the most. I mean, this also looks like a regular church, but yeah. I was talking about cathedrals. Yeah, we have the Notre Dame. Where is it? Here. I don't like that there's this park in the back. I think it's just, it takes up too much space. If it was just the building itself, it might be something to think about, but yeah. I think it's too distinct. You know, Notre Dame is pretty well known. Also, this church. Forgot about this one, but this is also a really nice one. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm gonna use every church we have right now because churches are so prevalent in European cities. And that's why I'm also kind of confused why there aren't any churches in the game. I mean, religion within a game might be a thing that they don't want, but you know, in the context of building cities, churches are pretty important, especially because it's the centerpiece of most cities and tourist attractions and so on. So yeah, I mean, not just churches, but like religious buildings in general. So anyways, I'm talking more than I'm building. So let's just build this one. I'm gonna build this on this road, or maybe not on this. Maybe I'm gonna, let's have a look. Where is it? Here it is, the pedestrian street. Let's put a little side street in here. Let's build it here. Okay, connect this one up here and another one here so that we have a little square. I'm gonna use the German back extensively, and it might get repetitive because there aren't that, I mean, there's lots of variety, but we will probably get sick and tired of the facades. But the main reason I'm gonna use this one is because of the roofs. They have this reddish orange color. That's just what I expect to see in the European city. The French back has these bluish, grayish roofs, and they are not recolorable. Recolorable? That's a hard word to say. So I'm kind of reluctant to use them, even though I like the facades of these. And also the building width. So I've built some European cities before in my free time. And I feel like there's one detail that makes blocks look realistic, and that's that the building have the same width. Let's just start plopping down some buildings, and I'm gonna go with these. They look beautiful. One here and one here. Actually, let's have this one a little bit taller one. Let's go with some level 5. Okay, oh, it's actually the same one. Doesn't matter. Cohesiveness. It's nice. You know, it's one building. Beautiful. Okay, on to the next one. This zoning doesn't make it easy, so I have to actually plop it completely by hand. Let's activate some anarchy. Okay, let's see if one of my new buildings has the right amount of angle. And this one is the 63, and it basically fits. So let's use one that is not that wide. Wait. Okay. Oh my god, I just thought, why don't have these buildings some icons, and I thought these are mine, but they're not. So that made me nervous for a second. Let's use this one. No, I need this. Okay. No, that's 45 degree. Come on. Let's use this one. Let's plop a smaller one in here, like this. And then let's hope that we can fit something in here. Might work. Let's have a look. Some more 2x2s. Let's go with a taller one. Yeah, they're not quite. So let's see what we can do to fix that. We're touching here and here. Let's just make this perfect. Here too. It's almost the exact same height. I did not plan this, by the way. Then we can move this one up a little bit. That's this one up a little bit. And it's still a gap. Oh man. Maybe I can rotate this so that it fits here and here. I mean, this road kind of bends a little bit, so it makes sense. I can scooch this one over a little bit, so it makes more sense. Let's get rid of these trees. Then let's also get rid of all of these surfaces. And there's a bin. Maybe it's garbage day today. Who knows? Okay, and then let's use this surface. And it started to rain. Oh no. And just put this one over the entire block. Or maybe not, because we have this courtyard. Let's see how we can do that. Maybe here and then here and here. Now that looks kind of good. We have these black roofs. Let's make them red. Can we make them red? This is the color of... This doesn't really do anything, I feel like. Oh no, it's doing something. All right, that's a good sign. That's horrible. Maybe something like that, a little bit more orange-ish. No, that's too brown. It's hard to do that because there's this delay. I mean, it has the same color as the wall, as the facade, so it looks weird. Can I change the facade color? Yeah, I can. So let's make this a little bit more orange. Something like this. Yeah. And then this one too. I'm just gonna copy this one and paste it over here. Now I like that. Let's change this color too, because maybe let's make this one white. No, that's the window frames. They can be darkish, and that's white. Yes, that looks good. And this color, let's make this one a little bit lighter as well. Also the window frames, I don't like that they're green. Let's make them white, and this color a little bit like a light yellow. That's green. Why is that green all of a sudden? Okay. I think, yeah, that looks good. And yeah, so far, I like this. The first block, mini block, is done. I might as well also connect water and all of the other essentials, because I don't need these icons. I'm just gonna do some dirty work here. Okay, yeah. Okay, now it's a working city. Next up, let's take a look at this church, because as beautiful as this is, I don't like these surfaces. They just don't feel like inner city surfaces, so I'm gonna get rid of these two. Same with all the props. I will leave the street lanterns, but the trees and also these, I'm gonna get rid of these. And this surface, I mean, it must have taken a long time putting the surface in. So I kind of feel bad that I'm getting rid of them, but you know, inner city churches don't really have grass around them. So what do they have around? Some tiles maybe? I mean, we have these, which are like really old city surfaces, but I feel like this is the center of a pretty wealthy city. I mean, look at the facade. So I think they have some modern tiles, but I don't have modern tiles, I don't think. So I'm just gonna use the ones that come with the game. How does this look? It kind of looks like bathroom tiles. This one, I don't know, look like a basket. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the tiles that come with the game. We have another one that's basically the same as this one. Maybe I'm just gonna put in some concrete and then change it later. I could do that. Or this concrete surface, that has some tiles in it. Oh, that's even worse. Let's just use this concrete. Okay. Now I'm thinking, should I just build some more blocks like this, or should I put down some props in between here that it looks a little bit realistic and fuller, because it looks quite empty right now. I think there would be some like stands that sell stuff, and you know, maybe some bus stations or even a tram line that goes through here. Or maybe not in front of the church. Maybe not on this street, to be honest. Like that would be. But actually, in Helsinki, there is a tram line going through like the pedestrianized street, or is it pedestrianized? But it's like the major street where all the beautiful buildings are. and that leads to the big church, you know. If you've been in Helsinki or are from Helsinki, you know what I'm talking about. The cities that I talked about don't have that, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm kind of intrigued with the thought of pushing this church a little bit closer. It looks a little bit nicer, you know. And then also, maybe, because I'm looking at a map currently of Munich, and there are some smaller houses, or buildings, not houses, quite close to this church. I kind of like that thought. What I'm gonna do is get rid of this street and see if I have a pedestrian street that's only one way or slimmer. I think I made one. Here, it's the alley. Where is it? Custom pedestrian street. Pedestrian road here. No, I made a wider one. I want a slimmer one. So let's have a look. Okay, we have this, this, and this. I think we need a lane for the cars so that like delivery trucks and so on can drive in here, and garbage service and police and other emergency vehicles. So that might limit the width on how small we can go. Let's just get rid of this one, and it's throwing some arrows already. That's not good. Also get rid of the median, I think. And the shoulder. And this shoulder. Is this just because it's one way? That might be it. Yeah. Can I make this? No, that's the minimum. Okay. Then this looks weird. Is this because I got rid of the shoulders? No. It just looks weird for the sake of it. Yeah. Let's see if I can fix that by doing some stuff. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that kind of sucks. What if I lower this? Nope. Doesn't do anything but spawning trees. What if I put a surface over this? Doesn't do anything either. Oh well. Oh. If I hover over this, then it doesn't. That kind of sucks. What if I do something like this and have the wider one first, like here, and then have the smaller one coming from here? Yes, that's doing something I like. And then scooch this over. There are some restrictions still, so gonna live with that probably. But it's alright, I'm happy with that too. Let's put down a building to kind of hide that. And if I put this one down, okay, we have some problems with the pedestrian access. That works. That works quite well. Okay. The trees are trying to come back every now and then, but then they don't quite build up the courage to come back fully and disappear again. So yeah. Also, the color of the church. That's the thing. The color of the church. It's a brick facade. It would make sense to just leave it like the brick color, but then again, a white church is something, or like a light yellowish church is something I'm used to. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Maybe I'll change the roof. It doesn't look that good. A white brick church. No. No. No, I don't like that. I also don't like... It's a head scratcher, to be honest. It really is. Okay, wait. Let's zoom into Vienna, because I know there's a brick church. It's... here. It has a darker roof. Okay. Maybe I'm just gonna emulate this one. So the facade is reddish. I think I like this color. Okay. And then I have this one completely white. Yes. And the roof dark. Maybe like this. Let's get rid of the little red undertone right here and make it a little bit more grayish. Yeah, I think that's a nice church. I can live with that. And since when does this game start? At 1970? That's new. Let's go with one of my buildings, or two of my buildings. So let's have this, and then a road kind of going behind this church. We need a right 63. This one, and then a 2 by something. 2 by something. Actually, we can have a little bit deeper ones. Like this, for example, yes. And this is... what is this? Oh, look at that. By mistake, I made another good decision. How often does that happen? Come on, yeah, okay. Yeah, is there a prop? Look at this. And if we plop this in, which one is the right one? This one, not this one, this, not this one, 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 nope, 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 nope. Okay, none of these match the one that we have here. Does this look weird? Yeah. Doesn't really bug me too much, to be honest. Like, it kind of fits in perfectly. It doesn't go in between windows on this side at least. And this side neither. It's like intended, you know? Maybe not on here, you can see, but I can change that by simply. And now it's like it's meant to be. Let's take this one and just scooch this over. It's not really a problem that it overshoots. Just makes it even more interesting, I think. Now this one might be a problem. Okay, so if we put this one in here and just rotate this. Now, yeah. Then again, let's make this one white and have the roof be a red color. And also let's have these not that red. Now, would you look at that? Here we have some kind of problems. Fixed easily. And let's also change this color. That's what you get for disrespecting the zoning, you know? Let's recolor this one. This is gonna be a challenge because I think I made a crucial mistake here. And that is that I've only used like residential no, actually not. This one is residential, this one is residential, this one. I need mixed residentials. So that's something that I screwed up. I'm just gonna place this one down and get rid of the older one and scooch this in place until it has access. Please, my friend. It's getting there, it's getting there. But the problem is, yeah, it doesn't really look like storefront. Let's make this one white again. Actually, I think this being white makes it look weird. So maybe it needs some yellowish color. That's basically just like the original color. Oh man. Okay, also surfaces. No, I just deleted the one that I made. Okay, now it wraps around and it doesn't look good. Now it does. Alright. Also, there's still this gap. And there are so many people already. Look at that. We have 300 people living in this city. And all of them are on the street and standing here for some reason. Yeah, it's interesting. And we have some people lining up in the pedestrian zone. Interesting stuff in this city already. Like, this building is very popular. Even the car wants to go in here. Look at that. Let's also fix the surface on this one. There's this little weird bug, but I can't really do anything about that. Still kind of bugs me that it doesn't look like the buildings have storefronts. I mean, these ones are residential ones too. Maybe I can fix that. I can actually just go into the props and have some signs. Place this down and then filter. I only want the props. Kind of doesn't let me choose the prop. Man, okay, it's broken. Can I delete this prop? Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Can't get rid of this. Like, is this now bound to this building? No, it's not. Okay, what if I just move this one out of the way and then can I do anything now? No, no. Okay, here we go. That was a failed experiment. Let's try again. Instead of a random sign, let's just go with this one. Fix traffic. Okay, maybe not that, but yeah, this will be alright. And let's adjust the height in here. Maybe not 10 meters, but 3.4. Yes. And maybe here we have a poster. Large, medium, small. That's still large. I give up. It doesn't really snap to the building, so it's more complicated than it should be, you know? There's probably a mod for that. Okay, we have a dead person and a injured person, and we don't have any hospitals or anything, any service at all. So I really don't want to build a medical clinic into the inner city as of right now. So I'm just gonna build a small clinic out here so the demand is filled. We need some death care, I think. I want to build this cemetery out of the city somewhere. I don't know where yet, so I'll probably just do the same as I did with this and just get a crematorium in here just so the needs are filled. Can we have a nice angle? It's tight. It's really tight. Let's see what happens if I place this one down. Maybe let's try something. Let's try something new. Let's be open to something new, because the French office buildings are quite narrow, like this one, for example, but they are quite tall too. So you know, that's level 1 and it's that tall. But yeah, let's just use it and see how it looks. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of this, to be honest, but I'm also not the biggest hater. So I might just leave it like that. Yeah, this is a tricky part. This is a tricky little thing. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it like that for now and then just think of something I can do. Actually, and we have some clipping. Let's just make this one and then I'm gonna end the video because I'm getting tired and I've been recording for, let's have a look. Oh my god. I've been recording for 1.5 hours. Man, time flies, dude. I did not notice that I was talking this long. And as I said, I'm sorry that I kind of sound tired. Like, I haven't done this for almost 2 years, and it's like a skill that kind of goes away. But I'll get there. I'm gonna try my best to improve myself. I'm confused. I can't talk anymore. I can't think anymore. This angle is gonna be a problem because this is not something that is in the game. This angle is easy because it is in the game, and it's 117, I think. Not quite, but almost. So we're good with that. We are also good with that. Let's have a look. Can I use another one of the French ones? Because I really like to use them because they look good, but like the width isn't the same, the roof isn't the same, the chimneys aren't the same. So it's kind of, you know, like this has a similar roof, but it's so tiny. Oh, what? Wait, was this a German one? I think this was a German one. Was it? Was it a German one? No. Okay, let's go back. I need to look at this. No, these were French. These are the French ones. Yeah, there are some buildings that look like this. There's some clipping there. Look at that. Oh, wow. Perfect. Now that looks good. Again, the roof. The roof is black. Now it's dark in the game. This might not be the best time to adjust the colors. Okay, this might be a challenge. Works like a charm. This might be too close to this one, so I'll just use the same one as here and a different one here. Okay, now that we have this problem right here, I can just leave it like that. Where is the Old Town pack? Like, I'm sure there's an old town thing, and oh, it's just like the U. Okay, okay. 2x2. Ah, look at this one. I mean, that's almost too perfect. It's almost ridiculous how perfect this is. Let's see. Yes. 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 This reminds me of a building in Vienna. I'm gonna show it to you, okay? As kind of the ending to the video, because there's the smallest building in Vienna. It's here. Look at that. That's the smallest building in Vienna. It has a plaque that says smallest building in Vienna. So, I mean, just look how tiny it is, and it kind of has the same vibe as this one, you know? Now this is dancing, and I think it's looking good so far. I like the way it is going. Obviously there's still a lot to do, but I'm motivated to do that. And yeah, if you're still watching, thank you. Feel free to subscribe and like this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!